Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in Tay Ninh province. And now we come into details. The audience on February 5th, the delegation of the provincial leaders, including Mr. Yoditong, standing vice chairman of the Provincial People Committee, and Ms. Nguyễn Đại Thi, vice chairwoman of the Provincial People Council, visited the unit station on the borderline of Tân Biên and Tân Châu district on the occasion of the Lunar New Year 2022.
The delegation visited Giang Riệp Bodyguard Station, Samet Bodyguard Custom Branch, Tân Hà Bodyguard Station, Ca Tum Bodyguard Station, and Bodyguard Custom Branch. The unit's leaders reported on the test duty, the fight against smuggling and cross-border crimes during the Lunar New Year holiday. Accordingly, the units have handled the situation well. On the occasion of the Year of the Tiger 2022, the provincial leaders sent gifts and New Year greetings to the units. The leaders also suggested the units continue to focus on performing well the task of protecting border security, fighting against crimes of smuggling and illegal entry and exit across the border. The customs and border guard agencies at border gates are requested to create favorable conditions for border residents to exchange goods. In the coming time, the border gates need to focus on serving as storage yards to facilitate the development of trade in the border area.
Ladies and gentlemen, during the 2022 Lunar New Year holiday, the import and export activities through Samad International Border Gate in the early days of the Lunar New Year are still very bustling.
In the morning of the fourth day of the Lunar New Year, there were about 50 cargo trucks following one another to do the customs procedures from Cambodia to into Vietnam. This is a positive signal promising that import-export activities will have a lot of progress in the new year. Particularly in the context of the complicated pandemic, Tay Ninh province aiming to establish safe and green border gate models to create a safe buffer zone in import-export activities with Cambodia. Import-export cargo trucks through Samad International Border Gate in the early days of the Lunar New Year 2022 are mainly agricultural products such as cassava, vegetables, and fruits of all kinds. In 2021, people of ethnic minorities and religions in Tay Ninh province observed well the party's directions and policies, the state's policies and laws, actively participated in local campaigns, donating tens of billions of Vietnam đồng to support the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. The parties and branches of Tay Ninh province have strictly implemented the directive documents of the Prime Minister, the Government Committee for Religious Affairs, the Provincial Party Committee, the Provincial People's Committee, relevant branches and the Central Buddhist Church on the implementation of urgent measures to prevent and control the pandemic in ethnic minority communities and people of all religions. During the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, Tay Ninh province performed well the social security work for ethnic minorities and mobilized people of all religions to support the local anti-epidemic fund with a total amount of over 33 billion Vietnam đồng. The province also mobilized 13 religious officials, Catholic clergymen, and Muslim priests to voluntarily joining supporting the frontline forces against the pandemic. The whole province of Tay Ninh has 1,283 dignitaries, clergypersons, and religious officials who have also been vaccinated against COVID-19.
Moving on other news, in the first days of the Lunar New Year 2022, hundreds of thousands of visitors visited by the mountain tourist area, mostly for the purpose of visiting the 300-year-old pagoda on the mountain to pray for a peaceful New Year for themselves and their family.
Most tourists come from neighboring provinces such as Ho Chi Minh City, Bình Dương, Đồng Nai, Bình Phước, etc. Even many people in the southwest region also take advantage of the first days of the Lunar New Year to go to the pagoda. Earlier, the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism of Tay Ninh province announced that it would be free of charge for entrance to Padang Mountain Historical Relics and Scenic Area for the whole year 2022 to stimulate tourism demand, share difficulties with visitors as well as businesses affected by the pandemic. By the end of February the 4th, that is to say the 4th of that holiday, there were about 152,000 visitors using cable car service at Padang Mountain National Tourist Area. The occupancy rate of rooms at tourist accommodation establishments in the province is estimated at 35 to 40%. In 2021, the Farmers' Union across Tay Ninh province continued to maintain and replicate many effective agricultural production models. The province has built 280 professional associations with over 40,600 members so far. The unions at all levels also focused on mobilizing farmers to participate in developing the collective economy, contributing to the construction of new-style rural areas, upgrading and repairing more than 180 kilometers of rural roads, building 22-kilometer-long rural road lighting projects, newly planting and taking care of more than 6,000 trees, etc. Mobilizing members to collect 881 kilograms of pesticide packaging for destruction, contributing to the protection of the rural environment. As for the movement of solidarity and mutual assistance in production, there were 386 member households escaping poverty. The unions have coordinated with the Department of Labor in Village and Social Affairs to organize 37 vocational training classes for more than 1,000 members, introducing 709 trainees to have stable jobs. The Provincial Farmers Union has disbursed early a capital of 5 billion Vietnam dong to help many farming households develop their family economy. The unions at all levels also organize activities to support the consumption of hundreds of tons of agricultural products for farmers during the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, and participated in activities to help members and farmers in difficulty due to the pandemic's impact.
The audience, the prevention and control of the COVID-19 pandemic in Tay Ninh province is showing some positive signs. Currently, localities continue to actively implement anti-epidemic measures and propagandize people not to be negligent.
Thanks to the awareness of the people, recently the epidemic situation in Jamban town has changed remarkably. Both complying with the 5K principle and implementing propaganda on COVID-19 treatment at home, especially the 5K principle, enjoying the spring but don't forget about epidemic prevention measures. Currently, the vaccination rate of Tay Ninh has reached over 99%. The cities as well as other localities ensure that people of the vaccination age group are fully vaccinated. The city will strive to ensure the best thing. Firstly, we must prevent the pandemic as we reopen for socio-economic development. We must also try to focus on supporting companies and business households in the area. Currently, Tay Ninh is implementing a free spring vaccination campaign for all people 12 years of age and older. The province creates the most favorable conditions for people to be vaccinated in order to strengthen the community immunity to prevent COVID-19. In addition, the health sector also continues to take measures to fight against the pandemic and advise people not to be subjective and neglect the implementation of 5K principles. Although the prevention and control of the COVID-19 pandemic in Tay Ninh has been relatively good, the Omicron strain has appeared in Vietnam and in the community. Secondly, during the holidays like this, the possibility of a strong infection may occur, so the people shouldn't be worried, but also shouldn't gather in large numbers to avoid the possibility of spreading further. The second problem is vaccination. Currently, the third dose vaccination is being widely administered in all localities. At commune and district health stations, we hope that the people will fully get vaccinated with the third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine to increase our community immunity better and limit the infection in the near future. 2022 is an important year in the implementation of 5-year targets and plans, so safety adaptation efforts are put on top priority. With the spirit of solidarity, the high determination of the whole political system, the efforts of the business community and the people, Tay Ninh firmly believes that it will effectively control the COVID-19 pandemic and achieve the highest socio-economic development goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.